Well, this is some pure cope. This is Russel T Davies going on a podcast and saying that, no, guys, Doctor Who's not dead. It's not canceled. It's sleeping.
Yeah, it's still there. They had to find somebody else to basically partner up and pay for it all. But, it's still there.
But nobody wants it. I did a video over the weekend talking about it. Nobody wants Doctor Who because the show is radioactive right now. Nobody wants to be the Doctor because it's career suicide. So who the hell is going to spend, hundreds of millions of dollars per season to make a show that's probably going to crash and burn, or at least be an uphill battle? Because right now there's no appetite for Doctor Who, none whatsoever. It's over. And this is copium. This is he will not admit that he screwed things up. He ruined it.
Yeah, I mean, look, he won't admit he ruined it.
To be fair, he picked up the ball and ran with what Chibnall gave him to work with, which was a huge mistake. There was a chance to course correct. They could have just hand waved the Chibnall era and the retcons and all of that and really gone out of their way to bring the fans back. But instead, Russel T Davies himself doubled down on some really divisive shit with the identity politics. I watched a clip the other day. I totally forgot about it because there's been so much drama around the show. But he was talking about how proud he was that he completely changed Davros, who was, he was in his little Dalek mobile for years.
I forgot about that. Yes.
That was him. I thought it was somebody at the BBC told him to do it. And he's like, no. He's like, well, we can't have Davros, who's disabled and in a wheelchair and has a scar face, be the bad guy. So he doesn't have scars and he's not in a wheelchair. I'm like, so you basically just made a new character. Mm-hmm. You basically just made a new character.
I forgot about that too.
Yeah, that's who the character was. He wasn't in a wheelchair. It was like armor. He was like, oh my God, seriously? What is wrong with you? So now, of course, he's in denial. And this reminds us of the Willow creator, Jonathan Kasdan, who was in denial that Willow was canceled. Oh, there's still going to be a season 2, guys. It's not canceled. And then a week after that,
shelving it for a year.
It's sleeping. It's taking a nap. It's nap time. It's a dirt nap because Disney pulled the damn thing off the air or off of Disney Plus a week later. Is it canceled now? Remember the Acolyte? Oh, we've got plans for season 2. It's not canceled. Disney. No, it's freaking canceled.
Effectively canceled at this point in time. That iteration is canceled. May there be another iteration down the road and then something else come up? Possibly, but this iteration is canceled.
And it's wild to see this because this kind of reminds me of when Doctor Who got canceled in the 80s. I mean, what were you supposed to say? Oh, Doctor Who wasn't canceled. It was just sleeping for 16 years. I'm like, no, that iteration of Doctor Who was effectively canceled. When you don't make any more and there are no plans to make any more and the future is up in the air, that means it's fucking canceled. Come on. This is oh my God. Let's talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. You'll get a woohoo if you do. Woohoo. If you'd like more Clownfish TV, including a geeky rant, she was ranting about YouTube the other day, so you can't rant about YouTube on YouTube. Go out to more.clownfishtv.com. That's more.clownfishtv.com for more podcasts and episodes you will not find anywhere else. And also check out iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon, wherever you listen to podcasts. We are out there with an audio version as well. So Geeky's back. She was gone for a couple of days. Yeah, she had some family stuff to deal with, and thankfully everything looks like it's going well.
It's all good, so we're back.
We are back. All right. So not going so well is the future of Doctor Who. The BBC is putting it out to tender, which means they want somebody else to pay for it, and nobody wants to pay for it. And it could be at the minimum, they're saying 3 to 5 years, if not longer, for any new Doctor Who. And if and when it comes back, it could look very different. They could just reboot the whole thing. Who knows? And the Radio Times is having to eat all kinds of crow here. I love this because
that's worth it just for that.
The Radio Times cannot admit that Doctor Who has been failing for the last couple of years. And we were talking about it before we recorded the video, between Doctor Who and Star Trek, this is the first time in decades that both of those franchises are on ice.
Yeah, someone, I don't remember who it was, so I'm sorry, but someone on X had pointed out it's been 60 years. So in the last 60 years, we've always had one of them going one at a time. Even when one was temporary pause, the other was still going. And now both of them are going to be stopped. because they fundamentally
Bad
ruined
choices.
it. Yeah, and this is what we keep seeing with all these franchises. We keep seeing current year Hollywood completely screwing everything up for agenda, usually, almost always agenda points. And then they ruin the entire franchise, call the audience names. The audience gets apathetic and turns away from it. And then they're like, whoopsie, we just kind of completely effed up decades of goodwill for, because somebody had a brain fart about using it. And Davies, he used to work on the stuff when it was good. And it was always diversity in it. But they're just going that's diversity first, story second.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And we've been seeing it. And it wasn't even just him. It was What's His Nuts before him.
Oh, Chibnall, yeah.
Yeah, it was putting everything in a coffee shop and rewriting, basically changing all the lore and the rules and everything else. Yeah, between the two of you done just screwed up everything.
Yeah, the Doctor started out as a little girl and isn't even a Time Lord. I mean, what are you doing? Like, you had the chance to walk that shit back. You could have been like, oh yeah, it was just a trick. It was just a trick. It didn't actually happen. Anyway, Radio Times having to eat crow. Russel T Davies says Doctor Who has not been canceled and tender process will secure the show's future for many years. He's explaining what the BBC's tender process means for the show's future. It means the BBC is not willing to put any more money into it, and if somebody else wants to do it,
trying to find some other idiot to spend the money.
Yeah, it's outsourcing, and this is kind of what Disney Plus was too. Disney was like, I think the BBC knew Doctor Who was in a bad place. They didn't want to bankroll it. Somehow they talked Disney into spending a bunch of money. I mean, the show looked good. The last couple seasons looked good because they spent a ton of money on it compared to what they usually do. But Disney was on a spending spree because they were looking for anything for Disney Plus to get people to subscribe to Disney Plus. When they realized, we talked about help and anti-help, it was basically anti-subscriptions to put shitty Doctor Who on Disney Plus. Then they're like, we're not paying for it anymore.
No.
Russel T Davies has hit back at reports that Doctor Who's been canceled, insisting the BBC's decision to put the show out to tender is the opposite. The opposite of it coming to an end.
Well, yeah, they're trying to find someone to save it. But if no one wants it, it's going to... Okay, let's put it this way. If no one will pay for it and no one's willing to carry it, then it's going to be, it's going to sleep for a while.
Okay, so hold on. It gets... Oh, my God, I didn't even know this was a thing. Speaking in an interview on Gadio...
Yes.
Like radio, but gayer. On Friday the 12th, Davies pushed back strongly on claims that the series had been canceled. It's extraordinary to see newspapers who should know better saying the show has been canceled, including a lot of UK newspapers. It's the opposite. It's been put out to tender, and I understand that's an industry phrase, and people might not understand what a show being put out to tender means.
Yeah, he talks like you're all idiots. Yeah, I saw the actual interview, but yeah.
Yeah, being put out to tender means, and this will happen to every BBC show. It happened to Casualty. It's happened to The Weather. I mean, the program is pitched to be made by an independent company as opposed to BBC outsourced. They're outsourcing it because they don't want to pay for it. And if nobody wants to take them up on the offer for their shitty used Doctor Who, then no more gets made. You know what we call that? Canceled.
Sorry.
Russell, we call that canceled. The show has been canceled. Lots of shows have been canceled and then come back years later, but that doesn't change the fact that the show was canceled. When you're not planning to make any more of a show, unless circumstances drastically change, it's called canceled. If we lay an employee off, and there isn't a possibility that the employee is going to get called back to work eventually if circumstances change, do we not call it a layoff? Like, oh, they weren't actually laid off. Their career is just taking a nap.
Yeah.
I mean,
someplace else then they can't.
What the hell are you trying? No, because you don't want to be the guy who got Doctor Who canceled.
Don't worry, you weren't alone.
You weren't alone. It's your buddy Chibnall.
Instead of walking it back, you tripled down on it and made it worse. It took two of you to completely destroy it. But good job, you did.
Oh my God, this is like, I seriously, I don't understand. Oh, it's going to be fine. It's being put out to tender. Nobody wants it. Disney didn't want it.
It's taking a nap.
It's taking a nap. Doctor Who's resting. We're going to rest it for a little bit. So like every iteration of Star Trek, they're not actually canceled because someday there might be a new Star Trek show. No, that show's been canceled.
But it's because it has Star Trek on the name doesn't mean it's all the same show.
Yes. Cancel doesn't mean it's like we're never going to ever make it again. It means right now there are no plans for any new whatever.
This iteration is done. This iteration
cooked.
is canceled. Yes, your iteration of Doctor Who is canceled. If it goes somebody else, I effing guarantee you they are going to go in a completely opposite direction of what you did, because you ran it into the ground because you wanted to promote your personal beliefs and stuff, and you thought it was your platform, and you and Shooty Gotwa thought it was your platform to lecture the audience, and you told people to touch grass and everything else, and they did, and they said fuck you, and that's what happened.
Davies added that BBC could still be involved in Doctor Who's future despite the show being put out to tender. Independent companies include BBC Studios, by the way. Well, yeah, because they basically are the rights holders.
Right.
So they would outsource it. They would probably have like
They want
final
someone else to pay for it.
Yeah, they would have the final sign off, but I could conceive of there being a deal if somebody came along with the right amount of money, if like HBO or somebody, which I don't think is going to happen with the Ellisons, but who the hell knows? If somebody came along, wanted to take a chance on it, I could see them being like, we're going to do Doctor Who our way, but we're willing to pay for it, you know, but they would still have to sign off on it and be like, no, you can't do this, you can't do that. But I'm like, at this point, Doctor Who is so damaged, I don't even know if you can fuck it up any worse. I think anything's better than...
Don't make a challenge, because I'm sure he could find a way.
I mean, turning the Doctor into a little girl is, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, that's like, you're not coming back from that. That is literally the dumbest thing. But they tried this with Fox too back in the day, the TV movie, and that was basically supposed to be like a pilot for a reboot that was going to be a co-production with Fox, with an American studio. And they made a lot of dumb decisions in that too, because they're like, the Doctor was supposed to be half human. It took place in America. They had an American master. It was like, okay, so I mean, when it comes back, it's probably going to look very different. Mm-hmm. And it could be like, if Classic Who was version 1 and then his version 2 of New Who, which is considered, I mean, for a show that's supposed to be one long continuing series, there was a 16-year nap, and they consider New Who from 2005 on a different show. It actually has a different set of rights and everything from the classic.
It's the same one.
It wasn't canceled.
Said so.
It was just taking a nap for 16 years, like Rip Van Winkle. But yeah, Davies echoes the sentiment. Yeah, it's like we're suggesting the nature of the tender process means that Doctor Who's being set for a longer term future rather than a one-off return. If somebody,
a longer term future without your idiocy in it, they're going to step over you,
yes,
and then have to start it again. But either way, your version's canceled.
It's the 2005, and again, it's fitting that he ended with Billie Piper, because he started with Rose and he ended with Rose. Basically, he had no plans. He didn't know what the hell he's going to do. Everybody said the Christmas special's been canceled. Then they're like, oh no, they're going to move it to April, and now it's like, surprise, it's not happening at all. They said the same thing's happening here with Doctor Who, and I think I'm not in charge of the process. That means many years ahead. No one's going to apply for tender for 1 year. You've got a lot. That's going to make it even a harder sell, right? You've got to lock it in just to make it financially worthwhile, and I think it guarantees years of the program. But no, go ahead and call it canceled. You're wrong. You're literally wrong. No, Russell, you are a writer. Please pick up a dictionary.
He doesn't care. He's just basically trying to push this narrative because, he doesn't want to admit that, he is responsible for what's happened.
It's a dead parrot, Russell. It's dead. It's not sleeping. It's freaking gone. It's gone. It's not coming back for years. And when it comes back, whoever is dropping money on this thing, I hope to God they have the good sense to go back to basics, to what worked, and be like, you know what, let's just step over that whole thing, because that was deeply unpopular and killed the show. You would have to be suicidal, be like, you know what, let's drop $100,000 to her, or I'm sorry, yeah, if it was only a couple $100,000, we could do it. Let's drop $100 million, $200 million on another season of Doctor Who, and then just continue it from where we left off. I'd be like, no, that's what killed the show in the first place. That's what got us here. Let's figure out what works and go back to that.
You're like Dr. Evil. $100,000.
$100 billion. And at this point, I can't, in this economy right now with, streaming contracting and people wanting to bet on sure things, dropping $200 million on another season of Doctor Who or whatever the hell it would cost is suicide. Mm-hmm. Like, it would, again, the only way it would work is if you completely ignored the last couple of years or started over, and that's going to piss people off too. So good luck with that. It's canceled, Russell. It's canceled. We got to wrap it up.
Yes.
Please subscribe. We'll talk later.
Bye.